Anand Ranganathan. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I just want to ask you, as a citizen of India who does not belong to any political party, how do you respond to what you see in Bengal today? The same place targeted last year, the same place targeted this year. Today, my colleague Kundan Singh just goes there and wants to report on the goings on, stands absolutely away from the mob, and there is enough police and rapid action force. He's standing there, as are many other journalists standing there. And a mob just virtually goes towards him, virtually wants to lynch him. He has blood coming out. He's taken, rescued by the police personnel, taken to a police station. Is this the way law and order is maintained? And I'm not even getting into any festival, any religion, any communal comment. I'm only talking about law and order for a journalist to work on the streets of Bengal.
Good evening, Navika. First of all, I'm praying for a very quick recovery of Times Now reporter Kundan. It's absolutely horrendous what happened to him, and I hope he recovers very quickly from his injury. Look, how can I put it? The third partition of Bengal must be prevented at all costs. How long before, Navika, the slogans equivalent to Raliv, Saliv, Galiv are heard in Kolkata like they were in Kashmir 30 years ago? How on earth can a sitting chief minister warn and advise Hindus to not venture in quote-unquote Muslim areas? The last time such phrase was used was back in the 1940s, and we ended up giving away quote-unquote Muslim areas, didn't we? What is happening to this most beautiful of states? But I'm afraid the signs have been ominous for too long. Remember the proud boast of TMC's Fareed Hakim recently that, quote, his area is mini Pakistan. Remember TMC Sheikh Alam, who boasted that 4 Pakistans can be created if 30% Muslims come together? Remember the recent horrible violence in Havra in response to Nupur Sharma? Remember the 2018 Bengal Panchayat elections where 20,076 or 34% of seats went uncontested? Remember 2019 Diamond Harbour violence that led Hindu families to flee? Remember the severe indictment of the Bengal government by the Calcutta High Court regarding post-poll violence? The fact that police did not register FIR in 60% of the cases should have shamed TMC and its Albert Spears. Remember the blood-curdling sworn affidavits of Hindu victims? Remember how the media was scared, the judges were recusing, and those human rights activists and the Roys and the Seetalwads, they had taped their mouths with duct tape. Please understand, all this is the logical conclusion. Mob strength comes from an appeasing and cowardly state. You don't believe me? Let us look at Mamata Didi. Did she say Batla encounter was false? Yes. Did she oppose CAA? Yes. Did she appoint a Muslim on Takeshwar Temple Board? Yes. Did she provide midday meal dining hall for only those schools having 70% or more minority students? Yes. Did she curtail the time duration permitted for Durga idol immersion to make way for Muharram procession? Yes. Did she grant 2.6 crores of taxpayers' money to Furfura Sharif? Yes. Did she promise to give land to imams for construction of houses? Yes. Did she exclusively pay more than 30,000 imams, 2,500 per month, and over 15,000 muezzins, 1,500? Yes. Remember when accused of Muslim appeasement in the face of minority anger, she had famously said, and I quote, "Je goru doodh de tar lathiyo kheti hoy." If a cow gives milk, one has to be prepared for its kicks. But Navika, look at the status of Muslims in Bengal. Just give me 30 seconds. They are poorer than any other community, with population growing twice the rate of Hindus. According to the periodic labor force survey, only 13% Bengali Muslims have regular salaried jobs. Figure for India is 22.1%. 35% Bengali Muslims work as casual laborers. Figures for India is 24%. Muslims in Bengal earn 27 to 40% lower than Muslims in the rest of India. Muslims make up 30% of Bengal population, but only 7% of all university and college teachers in Bengal are Muslims. And if you discount madrasas, the figure is minuscule. The fact is, this is after 40 years of non-BJP rule, after 40 years of rule by those who claim to work for them. Aankhein kholo, save Bengal.